Is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, it is.
It's the barbershop.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Now, is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, it is.
That ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop. Healthy conversation. Healthy conversation. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That ain't nobody exempt. That ain't nobody exempt. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Healthy conversation. Man, I love this.
Yo,
What's up?
What up?
Man, I love this place. Man, I love this place.
I love this place, man.
I love this place. I love Mondays.
Yeah, Monday.
I love
It's
Mondays.
It's Monday. What's up? It's your boy, World Class Barber.
And it is the artist known as Friggity Frey.
Friggity.
Friggity.
Yeah. So it's a good show today, and I'm a speak on what the topic is for a moment. The topic: a mountain. When you climbing a mountain, when you climbing to the top, you're in progress of doing the things that you love to do. There's always a molehill, and a molehill is just in the path. It's not a hindrance. It's not there to stop you. It's there for you to pause for a minute and look down at it and, it's just a molehill. It's just in the way. Understand that when you're climbing the mountain and you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do, there's always something in the way, something or somebody in the way. And sometimes those things or obstacles or people that are in the way have nothing to do with anything. They're just in the way. They're just in the way. For people, I made a post a few weeks ago, and I know you saw that. Misery loves company, but don't nobody like to be around misery. Nobody likes to be around misery. People that are, I'm trying to get my words right because I want to let my man have his piece. But an elephant has nothing to do with the everyday ongoings of an ant. Never. My man said that, and that stuck with me. An elephant doesn't even know the everyday ongoings of an ant. Ant is too small. You can't even pay attention to an ant. But what they can do, what little things like ants can do, is they can attach themselves to your skin and bite the shit out of you. And when they bite the shit out of you, the first thing you do is, and you smack them and get it up off you and keep going. It takes whatever second, however long it takes for you to go ahead and smack that thing and get it up off you. So for the next 10, 15 minutes, I'm gonna let my man get the ant off him. Get the ant off of him. We're gonna talk about this thing, and we're gonna talk about the mountain and the molehill and all of the negative energy. But before we go into that though, I'm gonna let my man get the ant off of him. So you got it, dog. You got it. It's yours.
All right. So, we do this podcast every Monday, and we appreciate everybody that rocks with us. We appreciate everybody that supports Barbershop Talk. Sometimes we have delays. Sometimes we come on late, but we're here. And when doing a podcast, it's just general conversation. A podcast is no different than sportscasters when they talk about sports or when they talk about players. It's their opinions. It really holds no weight, And a lot of times I'm speaking from a sincere heart today because, I feel like God is really trying to take us somewhere on this platform and in our personal lives.
Yeah.
But you have to look at the elephant in the room. You have to look at yourself and realize your growth is being stunted by things that these molehills that you are creating and allowing them to be mountains. Molehills are small. Mountains are big. You climb them to success. Step on the molehill, the ant mounds. But let me go ahead and get straight to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we come on here and we talk and we say what we want and do what we want, these are just our opinions. Like I said, it holds no weight. Either you like it or you don't. There has never been a time, and those who follow us can attest to this, where we've never disrespected anybody. We've never called anybody out of their name. Never shitting on anybody's whatever it is that they trying to do. We've had our opinions about ratchet women, broke dudes. It's an opinion. And a lot of times when we leave here, I have friends that call me, have the heart enough to call me and tell me, give me constructive criticism. Y'all were lacking on this end. Y'all were good on this end. Next week, try to do this. Well, this show was on point. And I love and I appreciate that. But what I don't appreciate is those who watch it and always feel like they're being targeted. It's not in my heart to target somebody, but yes, I could talk about it. I have the free will to give my opinion. So every time, and this is where the rubber meets the road, every time we do a show, man, every Monday, Renee Bradley, Renee Bradley, takes it upon herself to throw jugs and shots at us. She goes live where you can't see her face, but she's talking reckless about me and my brother. It's always these slick talks. It's never direct. And I'm trying to figure out, where did the heat come from? Because these are just our opinions. And we have a right to that. We don't have a right for nobody to go back and disrespect us and say that we ain't shit or we ain't doing nothing or he think he this or this. So normally words don't hurt me. But I've noticed a pattern of every time we do a show, Renee Bradley finds it in her time to go live about what we're doing, talking about us, discrediting what we're doing, and it's like these are just opinions. You could do like some of my friends and Jeff friends do, who call us and tell us, hey, I like this, I don't like that, I'm feeling this, I'm not feeling that. So the other day, she went from Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday, still just talking about it, and it's like, we said what we said. We're not taking that back. We're not going to take back what we talk about on our platform.
Not at all.
We're not going to, because we're not saying anything wrong. If the shoe fits, wear it. A hit dog always hollers.
Mm-hmm.
And so the other day, Thursday, I thought it was cute. She posted a picture of Caesar from Planet of the Apes and Shrek, which was probably supposed to be me, but I mean, I don't really care about stuff like that. And in my opinion, I'm like, you're supposed to be a queen. You have a platform. I'm not giving you that satisfaction, with the 30 people that watch it anyway, but that's neither here nor there. A platform where you're supposed to be uplifting women and you're a queen and all of that. But queens don't act like that. We're not slandering nobody's name. We're not even mentioning nobody's name. We're not posting images of people looking like whales and dolphins and all of that. But it's very tacky and it was immature for you to be a woman of standard like you claim you are, Renee. And you posted this picture now, and it's not that bothers me. I've been called monk. I've been called worse. Hell, they talked about Jesus and crucified him. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that. My thing is, if you have an issue, address it to me or bro. Stop hiding behind the internet, going live, not showing your face, taking digs at saying that we ain't shit and whoever's in our circle ain't nothing. It's really starting to bother me because I'm starting to take that energy in and getting offended by it, which is now starting to make me throw me off my game. And I'm not blaming you, I'm blaming me for allowing myself to allow you to disrupt my peace like that. If you don't like what we saying, stop looking at it. And you can't say you not, because we've seen here where you're looking. We see your name, Renee Bradley, clear as day right here. And then you want to sit up here and call us monkeys, and if you look like ape, You don't have no business opening your mouth on nobody. Dog, run that picture.
Oh yeah, it's been up there.
Run that. My God. And people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Now I understand you're supposed to be a model and all of this, but the beautiful shell that you portray on social media, that ain't really who you are in person. And the prettiest people do the ugliest things.
Yeah.
So this monkey.
So do ugly people.
So do ugly people. So this ape, this Planet of the Apes, this Shrek that you feel the need to try to get your little 2 minutes, 15 minutes, or 2 minutes of fame and your laughs and your likes on your page, this is what I look like every day. There ain't no filter to me. But you know what else is me? My inside is me. It ain't made up. There's no makeup on Kafre. See, you have to dress yourself up to be received. I'm an open book. There is nothing about me hidden. Most of the people that love me know it is what it is. I just want you to stop poking at the bear, because it can go from bad to better. And I'm just trying to let you know that, sis, stay in your lane. Leave us alone. Somebody needs to find Kendra King, the sister who does movies, and let her know these are opportunists.
Right.
You're an opportunist. You have nothing behind your name but whatever, which is probably nothing. But you're trying to I've noticed that you're always trying to surround yourself with people who already have their table set, plans in motion, so you can just latch on to it. You're an opportunist. My man is a barber, and I'm going to leave it real quick because he only gave me 15 minutes. He's a barber. My brother's a barber. We're in a barbershop, his barbershop. He has clients that can say, Jeffrey Davis cut my hair. I am an artist, a poet, and you have seen me spit. You have seen my artwork. You claim you're a model and doing all of this. What ads have you done? We haven't seen any, but you're quick to post everything else you do. You're an opportunist looking for the next best thing to put your face out there. It's only about likes and camera ops for you. It has nothing to do with you trying to better anybody's situation. You always say, we're here to uplift, but you're not here to uplift. You're just here to leech and latch on to what everybody else is doing. If they threw you out here by yourself, you wouldn't be able to survive. You don't have nothing to stand on by yourself, a platform to stand on by yourself to say that you're doing this. I want you to know today, it ends right now. I will no longer give energy to your slander. I will no longer give energy to your little ghetto yakety ways and your immature post. I'm done with it. I have a right to say whatever I want to say on my platform. And if you don't like it, please stop watching it, Renee Bradley. Please stop watching it. Stop going back on your lives, hiding your face, because I'm right here in plain sight. You can see me. And I'm saying what I have to say direct. This is me, my face. Stop hiding behind these lives, throwing shots at me and my brother. I'm done with it. The end. I'm trying to go somewhere, and I prayed before I fast this week that I had to get this off of my chest without going way down some rabbit hole, really getting into your business and all of that extra stuff. But I'm just going to say, all of the people, go check it out, Renee Bradley's page. You'll see the opportunists. You will see exactly what I'm saying. I just want it to end, and it ends today. I will no longer mention your name. Whatever we talk about on this platform is our business. And you just need to get you some, because anything else you have to pay for. That makeup and pounds of makeup you put on your face, you have to pay for that. But business is free, and I really need you to get some and leave Barbershop Talk alone. We're minding our own business, sis. We're minding our own business, and it has nothing to do with you. We have free will to say whatever we want, even if it's an opinion. I'll take somebody coming back and saying, hey, I don't like that. That's good, that's cool. But be direct. You can't be direct because you have things to hide. And if your friends are really truly your friends, your sisters, your queens on your squad, they will show you the error of your ways. It wasn't nothing funny at all about your little dig, especially when you ain't in no position at all, makeup off completely, to talk about anybody's looks.
No.
So I'm done with that.
With that said, there's your 15 minutes of fame. We're done. On to the topic. The topic is a molehill is just something in the path while you're climbing the mountain. And we won't, I'm sure in this conversation today, Miss Bradley, I don't even know her name. Renee,
whatever.
Miss Bradley, I'm gonna just call her Miss Bradley.
Give her that.
I'm
money.
sure that in somewhere down the line you'll take something out of this, and I hope it's positive because we're climbing mountains here. We're not dealing with the molehills. We look at them, make sure it's not mud or quicksand.
Walk over
it.
And
make sure we don't, and keep on climbing. But I've learned in my past, man, that as I'm moving and I'm advancing in my life, there are people that have been in my life, people that will continue to be in my life, and some of those people will fall off.
Yeah.
Some of those people will be left behind. Some of those people, and I have to understand that even though we were close, even though some of those people I was close with, I showed so much love to, they can't go where I'm going. And everybody can't go where I'm going.
Right.
Everybody can't go where Frey is going. That destination that we're on, that God has given us from day one of opening our eyes and taking our first breath, we have a destination. And if in your life you have not found out what your destination is, and I'm speaking generally, if you haven't found out what your destination is, get a relationship with God and find out what your destination is, and go on your destination. But I need for you to understand that while you're on your destination, there are things that are going to come in your destination. While you're on that road, there are things that are going to come that are going to try to deter you from getting to your destination. People that you're bigger than or want to go in that destination with you, they're only there to either push you in that direction or to stop you from going in that direction. It's up to you to find out who those people are and move accordingly. I love people that come around me and want to be around me and want to be influenced by me. I do a lot of things that I don't even talk about. But since we talking about it, I'm going to talk about some of the things. If you ever been to my shop, and you look around and you come in and you look around, and people always come in and look around and go, wow, I love this. I put my heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears, and literally you can look at my hands and see some of the scratches and scars and where I done banged my finger or cut my hands up from building everything in here. 100%, I'll say 90%, because I had an electrician come in and do some stuff, but a large percent of the stuff in here, I hang up my own TVs, I put up my own ceiling fan, I did all of the walls, I did the fish tank, I did everything. You come in here and you see that. I'm on my way somewhere. I've been open for 10 years, and I'll be damned if I let anybody deter me from getting there, because I made a promise to myself and a promise to God that I was going to listen, and I'm listening. So in listening to what God has to say to me, I have to understand that while he's talking in one ear, somebody is going to be talking in the other ear. While he's telling me to move in that direction, there's going to be somebody that say you shouldn't go that way.
Right.
While you're doing the things that you're doing, there's somebody that's going to tell you that you're doing it wrong. Or this is my favorite. You should do this. You should do this. You should do this. Jeff, it'd be cold if you did this. And my response for the last 3 years, my response has been, you should go open your own barber and cigar lounge. Right. Because I'm doing this. I'm 10 years in. And somewhere along the line, people that say those things don't understand that being 10 years in means that he's doing something right.
Yeah, it's 10 years consistent too.
Yeah, consistent 10 years. Even during COVID, I didn't go get a loan, PPP loan, none of them grants, none of that stuff, because I didn't want I didn't want to be one. I don't like paying people back. I don't like owing nobody no money. But whatever the situation was with all them loans, I didn't get none of it. Didn't want none of it, and I lasted. And I handled responsibility. I handled the game the way it needed to be handled. And in the downfall of everybody, and I know a lot of people that closed their shops down and closed their businesses down, and some of those people took that money and went off and hid it. And I wasn't going to do it because I have something that I'm supposed to do. So in doing my podcast with my brother here, I'm going to make sure that he is doing what he's supposed to be doing as well. Because what do I look like? Who the hell am I if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I continue to let him run off and do whatever the hell he wants to do? Stay the course. I always tell him, bro, you're good at what you do. Find out what it is that God wants you to do with this. Find out what it is that God has you doing. And I'm telling everybody, find out what it is that God has you doing. Because everybody here on this earth has a destination. Everybody on this earth has a task. And it ain't doing what I'm doing.
Right.
It's not doing what I'm doing. Everybody can't do what I'm doing. There's a million barbers in the world, but they don't do it the way that I do it. And I'll admit that there are some better than me, and there are a lot worse than me. But in the DFW, I'm in the top 10. I've been in the top 10 for the last 10 years. I've been in Dallas for 15 years, and I've been in the top 10 barbers since I've been here.
The important thing, bro, as we talk about this, and a lot of times we get hung up on it. We lose sight, and it's human nature. You know, God gives you a directive. God gives you an order, and sometimes it's human nature for us to step out and want to do it our own way. But in the midst of doing it on your own way, you see where you get stuck. You see where the plans get derailed because you took God out of the equation.
Exactly.
I can honestly say within the last 3 months, I've had some things that were supposed to crack that didn't. And I had to identify the elephant in the room and realize that it was me and my disobedience. It was very, very important for me to get back in tune with God, because I started to realize that He wants to take me somewhere. See, I look at social media, bro, and sometimes you have to just see where it is for what it is. You know what I'm noticing about a lot of people nowadays?
What's that?
That they say, welcome, I'm part of the team. We're building a team. You know what I say about those people? That's fine. If you want to build a team, that's good. But I also kind of equate that to a person that's scared.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do it. Sometimes you see them, and it looks good on paper. It looks good in photo ops. 19 people deep. Oh, the team strong. The team building. The team coming up. My team, my team, my team. Or welcome to the team. I get that. But sometimes the journey that God has you on does not require a team.
But
It's just you.
If you notice as well, those people that are doing that, and they're on the team, 19 strong team, nobody else is saying anything.
Nobody
They're just doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, that's
It's
because
the one person that's doing
a
it.
lot of times when that person is doing that, you come if you, because they're gonna consistently say it. They're gonna constantly keep pushing the team narrative. You know why? Because a lot of them are leeches. A lot of them are really just capitalizing off of something somebody else has built. Watch this. I'm gonna give you this real quick analogy. And then this is where I was talking about Miss Bradley, but I was saying you're an opportunist. Because you think about this, bro. If there's a table, an empty table, right?
Right.
You put a tablecloth on the table. That's the tablecloth. You put the plates, the napkins, the spoons, the cutlery, all of that on the table. Now your table is set.
Mm-hmm.
So food is being prepared in pots and pans, right?
Right.
Okay, so now the food is ready. You get your plate. You go put your food on the plate. You come back to the table. You have to use your glass to get something to drink, right?
Right.
Glass has to be filled in order for you to drink something. So there's the glass. Now you have to eat. How do you eat? Utensils, right?
Yep.
So what I'm trying to say is now the table is complete. The table is set. There wouldn't be a dining experience without forks, without plates, and an ambiance for you to sit and eat, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, if someone comes that wasn't a spoon, a fork, a plate, a glass, and just comes over there and, hey, can I, it just sits down to eat, you didn't put in any work.
Yeah,
You're a lead, you're a capitalist.
Yeah.
You're just here to hone in on what everybody else, and I think it's downright dastardly and dirty for somebody to sit back and watch somebody else hard work and creativity, and then you just want to be a part of it just for photo ops.
Dude
Or just
dastardly.
Huh?
How you said dastardly?
Dastardly. It's nasty, bro. to want to be a part of something that somebody else built. But then when you hone in and put a microscope on those type of people, it's like, what do you really have to bring to the table? If you're going to do an event, somebody asked you, because nobody's asking. Let's just be clear. You go in an inbox, hey, we would like to collab. But what's a collab? If I'm a painter, if I paint, and this sister has a decor business, Diggs is a DJ, my little bro Aaron is a chef, that's one hell of a paint party, bro.
Right. Right.
But you see how everybody contributes to it,
Yeah.
to make it happen.
Yeah. Nikki said eating off other people's plates.
Yeah, that is a, when you say collab with somebody, you have brought something to the table to make it a collective.
Yeah.
Not just come in because, hey man, this looks good for us to be on here. Now we can go on our page and say we was in the building at such and such.
Right.
But what the fuck did you do besides just be in the
Be in
building?
the building. Yeah.
That's not a
was your
collaboration.
contribution? What was your
what was your contribution? Just
to
coming
that?
there?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
That's not that. Collaboration is everybody putting
everybody and creating a
gumbo.
collective. Yeah, it's a gumbo
gumbo.
pot.
And
It's all kind of stuff in there to make it taste good at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
Exactly.
And you have to listen to God when He gives you a directive. When God gives you a directive, that's just for you. And the only reason why I can speak on that, brother, because I've done it. God has given me a vision for something, and here go open heart cafe, always wanting everybody to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, and I've seen it derail and not go as I planned it, and I'm upset and in my feelings at the end. Why? Because that plan wasn't for me to bring everybody. God specifically told me to go do that by yourself. He was going to get the glory out of it in the end because He already placed it on my heart to do it.
Right.
And knowing that He placed it on my heart, I wasn't going to take advantage of it.
Right.
I just wanted to, this blessing, I wanted to share it with everybody.
Right.
And in the end, God was like, boy, I didn't give that to all of them.
Right.
I gave that solely to you.
Yep. Yep. And you know what happens too, because it happened to me, and I'm only sharing because it was given to me and I shared it. Then somebody stole it and ran off and tried to do it
Oh my God!
themselves.
And do it in the opportunity. The problem is that can happen.
Yeah,
And
it can happen.
it can the vision that you had, once they stole it, they can magnify it 10 times better
Yeah.
than what you planned it to be.
Or because they stole it and it wasn't for them, it'll never happen the way they wanted it to happen.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So I understand that because you can see that these things are when they're for you, they are for you. You can see that. You can see those things are for you. You know those things are for you, just like you woke up this morning.
Right.
And it was for you to live.
It was planned for you.
It was planned for
and
you
it
to
was
be
ordained
here.
for you
It
to
ordained for you to be
carry
here
out
this
that day.
Yeah.
And I refuse, brother, as this podcast grows and the opportunities come before us to excel doing this. It's just a Monday out of the week, and we enjoy this one little hour. Basically, y'all, these conversations that we share with y'all, if we cut these cameras off right now, me and Jeff will be sitting there talking like this right now by ourselves.
Yeah.
But we're grateful that the 5 people have tuned in, the few people have commented. We're grateful for that. But I am not going to apologize for having an opinion. It's just my opinion. It holds no weight. Now, if it does ruffle your feathers and you come and tell me, then yes, I'm going to check my ego at the door and apologize. That's simple. I'm sorry is not a hard word to say. If I offended you, I apologize. If you think I've said something out of context and it shouldn't have been said, then just say that. But to blast it, you just don't know what that did to me. It really threw me. It was that molehill that I made a mountain. It was something so small, somebody's ignorance and somebody's desire and attempt to have attention because they want it that bad. Clearly is a person that needs validation just by everything that they do. You can see it. It's obvious.
Right.
I'm not that person, so I shouldn't have. I can't even blame it on the devil. A lot of times we be saying, the devil, man, just busy. Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask God for.
Yeah.
Because you asking God for these things and these blessings, and he like, I'm going to see if you really, do you know, if you had $100 in your hand, bro, and you didn't do right by $100, what the hell are you going to ask God for more for?
Yeah.
You didn't even do good with the 100.
With that. Yeah.
So a lot of times when we ask God for stuff, we have to really be careful what we ask him for, because he may give it to you and there's some repercussions behind getting it.
Right.
I'm planning to, and I feel like this in my heart of hearts. God is truly about to set me something up for something greater. A blessing came to me today because I prayed so hard, brother, to where my eyes was red, I was snot-nosed, and I was ugly in the face this morning on my knees. Right. Just crying out to God because I was tired of me not being obedient to what he wants me to do and allowing people to get me off my game. I'm like, I'm not going to get that day back. I'm not going to get that time back. And I'm wasting time and energy allowing somebody that's nothing, clearly that has nothing going on, to be upset. Just stop looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then here I go, allowing something like that to disrupt my peace by going back seeing what they entertaining. Big mistake on my part. So now you know what that causes me to do? Causes me to react. Now I'm completely off God's course.
Right.
And it's not always the enemy. God was like, look here, man. Look, this brother. I set you up. And you went and entertained that. He had nothing to do with that. That had nothing to do with God, me entertaining and allowing those negative comments and those type of things to get in my spirit. But it set me back. Now I'm angry and in my feelings because of something that I did to myself. But today it ends. I purge and I feel so much better now. Whatever she decides to keep talking about and running her mouth about, it was what they say. It's beyond me, man. You and God got to deal with that. I'm off that. I'm off that, and I just feel like now I can concentrate on what it is I want to do. I'm fasting the rest of this week, getting off social media. I'm just really honing in on what God has for me at this point, bro. I really need to focus on that because time is of the essence. We don't know. People, like my grandmother say, people going away from here.
Your mama said, hey, you, get off my mountain.
Hey, man.
Hey,
the
Dell,
not the Delphonics. Who was that? The Dramatics.
Yeah.
The Dramatics.
Yeah.
Hey, you, get off my mountain.
Yep.
Hey, you, get off my cloud.
Yep.
You're just trying to bring me down.
Yep.
That is the song of the day. Hey, you, get off my mountain.
Get off my mountain.
It's not. I've climbed this high by myself, by the grace of God, to let you get up here and push me down, back down there.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, you, Renee Bradley, get off my mountain, get off my cloud. Worry about what it is that God has designed for you. Hopefully, you will find it because you're lacking love and validation, and you need it from somewhere. And stop looking for it for the people around you because they ain't gonna give it to you. Seek God's heart. Seek God's heart, and that's truly what I'm doing. I'm truly in a position now where God, I need you. God, I hear you. God, I understand you. You want me to stop? Here I am like a person that was in a bank or something. Cops tell you that my hands are up. I surrender, Lord. I give up.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I can't do this no more. I can't continue to be held back because of my ignorance and because of my disobedience. So when we talk about we also have to look at what we're making mountains. Look at the molehills. Are they really worth giving that type of energy to?
No, they're not. And you know, when you give, think about this just came to me. I was gonna go another route, but I'm gonna go this route. Think about when you let somebody else plug into your next door neighbor. You paid your electric bill.
Right.
And you think about when you let your next door neighbor plug extension cord into your power. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what's on the other end. All you know is that your $95 electric bill is now $275.
Right.
You know, so that's your energy. They stole your
exactly.
energy.
They stole your energy
and caused you conflict and caused you all kind of grief.
Ran your bill up sky high. Ran your blood pressure up.
Yeah,
it's the same
thing.
money.
They ain't got no money because if they had some money,
they would be tapping into
their own bill. But now you got to ask them. You got to decide to pay your own bill. What you gonna do? How you gonna handle the situation? And there's always some nonsense.
It's a setback. It's always a setback.
So now the $250 or the $125, $130 that you had to do something else with, that God told you to do, you can't even do that because you gotta pay that bill. You gotta pay that bill.
And that's a setback.
That's a setback.
Man,
now you being deterred from doing what God told you to do.
Well, my car situation that was a hefty piece of change that I had to shell out that I didn't want to have to.
Lee, get off me, man. Lee. You ain't pay me back. I want my money back.
Lee done exposed himself. Look, my bad, dog. I borrowed a little bit of sugar that time.
But that happens. You know, that happens. And we, like he said, we was young. When you're young, you do stuff. Now we're older. And I've always hung around older cats. I've always hung in the barbershop at 14 years old around 40-year-old, 30-year-old cats cutting hair and learning what it is, how to live life. Now I'm 54 and I'm doing the same thing that those guys did for me.
For cats like me.
Yeah.
Because the first thing, and I know sometimes you be like, man, dude, why is this dude? I know you do. And see, me and Jeff talk real to each other. We don't. He pulls my coattail and I tell him, he ain't what they say. Old dog, young dog teaching old dog new tricks. Bro, I could tell you some things and you could teach me. And when I text you that, I already knew you probably rolled your eyes like, man, let this lady go.
No, I
when
didn't,
I seen,
because I already knew what to do. If you didn't do it somebody else would have did it on down the line.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. She wasn't even aware of her actions to think we ain't the only ones we not the only ones in this circle that know her.
Right.
And she thinks, oh, I'm a block Nikki, I'm a block Jeff. And that throwing rocks out in your hands, that's the most cowardliest thing you could do. If you're going to say something, stand on principle. Stand on that. Don't run and hide from it. But by shooting slugs and saying little immature stuff like that and posting pictures on social media, you don't think it's going to come back around because you don't know who we know, and then it comes back. And and like I said, you're talking about hanging around older, seasoned men. Yeah, I do that. Yeah. I know cats my age that are pretty solid, but I'd rather hang around guys like you, hang around older gentlemen like Chandler. Y'all are both dudes who've been there, done that, seen it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just 46. I'm not even there yet.
That's all? You 46?
Yeah.
Thought you was a young buck.
No, I'm 46, and I learned from y'all. So when you hit me, it was like, hey, this is how you handle it. I could have took I was ready to attack then.
Yeah.
But you was like, nah, leave it alone, ponder on it, think about, think about what you're going to say, think about your actions. Yeah. Nikki pulled my coattail and was like, hey, I know you want to go in there, but, just, think about my mom. Shout out to my old bird. She talked me off the ledge, but at the same time, she was like, you my son. Go get him. If she keep poking the bear, let her have it. My mom's was just like, don't spare no expenses on her ass. You know how to say what you say without using a lot of profanity, without being immature about it. Right. And like I said, I just wanted to go, and I feel so much better about it because it was weighing so heavy that something that we're trying to do positive, just having an opinion. Do you think Stephen A. Smith, people talk all kind of crap, he's just a sports analyst. He has an opinion.
Yeah.
It's just his opinion.
Yeah.
It's not law. So when we say what we say and you get that upset, you get that upset to where every not just one day, every day you're making a post or you're going live hiding your face talking about it.
That's what I want to say to your mama. Thank you for being the mother that you are. I want to say that because my mom, my mom, you seen my mom.
Easy, cause
yeah.
be Carolyn gonna come on there and tighten us up in a minute.
No, my mom is she gets on me. She does get on me, but my mom is so
Miss Green,
little.
what's up?
My mom is so little. Like,
yeah,
I'm 6'6", 260. My mom is 5'2", 110, and I laugh at her because she want to punch on me and beat on me and pinch me and stuff like that, and I just chuckle. But my mom does the same thing. So I respect the mothers and the women and the fathers, because my father is 80 years old, and he's taught me over the last 54 years there's a way to do things, and I understand that there's a way to do things. And becoming the man that I am today, I had to learn. I had to learn by my own mistakes, and I had to learn from other people's mistakes. But I learned, and I understand that there's a way to attack people that attack you. And I used to be a very, very, very physical person. I used to be very physical. I used to always want to go, and I still say it today, and I will. I still say it today, though. I slap the shit out of somebody, but I don't want to. I don't want, like the refs in the football game say, I didn't want to throw that flag. You did what you did.
You did what you did.
Yeah, I don't want to slap the shit out of nobody, but if you cross me, if you put your hands on me, it'll be the last time you put your hands on somebody.
One of the things I asked God to deliver me from was wanting my lick back. Yeah, I sincerely prayed about that, and I asked God, I said, God, I need to be delivered from wanting my lick back. Because sometimes you get your lick back and you don't even really feel good about it. Because sometimes the lick back, if you're like me, I don't bother nobody. I don't. My name ain't in everybody's mouth like that. So when you put me in an uncomfortable situation like that, or you disrespecting me, or trying to talk down on my kids or something, which that never happens, but I just know the type of things that will push me over the edge. My lick back is severe. It's not mild at all.
Right.
Like you could post a picture of a Planet of the Apes monkey or Shrek or something. That's facts. That's funny. That's a ha 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 he for you. Yeah. But when I hit you, when it's my turn,
go for the jugular.
I'm going for the jugular, baby.
Every time.
I'm having to ask God to work on me with that, because sometimes the lick back really don't solve anything. Because at the end of the day, people gonna be people.
You know what I've learned in my run. This is my second barbershop. I had a barbershop for 10 years in Milwaukee, and this is my second barbershop, and I've understood that in my run, the best way to get the lick back is the first best way to get the lick back is let God lick them for you.
Yeah.
Let God lick them for you. The second way is to continue to do what God told you to do, continue to do what you're supposed to be doing, and success is the best weapon.
Yeah.
Succeeding beyond what they expected you to succeed is the best weapon. Because now, once you have succeeded, what can they say?
Yeah.
What can they say? Damn. Yeah. And the first thing, I know what they're going to say. Damn. I thought I had that though.
They're going to say, damn, Caesar from Planet of the Apes made it. Yeah.
He made it. Caesar made it. Caesar made it.
Damn, Shrek made it.
Shrek made it.
And here I am still over here trying to finagle and finagle and finesse to get in somebody else's.
You know what the funny thing about those characters are? They got exactly what they wanted. As ugly or as whatever they look like. They got exactly what they were going out to get.
True facts.
They got exactly what. So I'll be.
Yeah, I'll be
Shrek.
I'll be Shrek. I'll be
the last time I heard shit, you shitting on me. Shit was a fertilizer.
Helps things grow.
Yeah, it helps grow. So I don't know.
She didn't think that through, man.
I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention to that. I've lost friends before, or acquaintances.
Because it couldn't have been your friend.
But what people do is they try to tear you down because they're down there. They want to bring you down with them. And I came out the mud already. I don't want to go back down there to hang out with your ass.
Man, and I realized that too with that situation, Joe. It's like, man, you know how stuck you can be because your mind ain't even clear to think rational.
Right.
Your mind ain't even open to think rational. Your heart isn't even open to receive. Because at that point you're in attack mode. Your mind, only thing you're thinking about is the sweetest revenge. Your heart is not in a soft place. You're angry. So nothing positive is gonna come your way. A refrigerator with Tupperware, spoiled veggies, and just a whole bunch of last swallow of orange juice in a container, all of that in there. Then you go to the grocery store. There's no room for anything fresh and new that you just bought because the storage is still full with all of the stuff that needs to come out of there. And that's likening to God and His blessings and things He wants to do for your life. I can't put nothing on top of that. I can't. You want me to soften your heart? It's black right now.
Right.
You want me to bless you? You got all kind of, man, have you ever thought about this, man? I was just sitting there thinking about that today when I was in prayer. Think about a deviled egg, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Deviled egg is a hard-boiled egg. You slice it in half, you take the content out, put it in a bowl, throw all kind of shit in there, junk in there, mix it all up, and put it back in the egg. That's your brain, bro. You can have a deviled mindset, bro.
Yeah,
you can have all of this going on, then you allowing all of this crap to get in there, mixed all up. The devil's egg.
And the egg was perfectly fine.
Fine before you hauled it out and took all that stuff in there.
Yeah. Put all this extra stuff in there to make it better.
Yeah. Well, you thought it made it better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't call it.
Deviled eggs are good.
They are good, but they wouldn't call it that for a reason, bro. And no pun intended. Well, pun intended. When you think about your brain and when you start thinking about all of these, when you start thinking devilish, it's a whole bunch of extra crap in there, bro.
Yeah.
It's just extra nonsense, things that don't belong in there. All scrambled up there, and now you capitalizing and you thinking off of that. You're acting on these things.
Yeah.
We got to move up a little higher, man.
Yeah,
we got to
start. That's what happens with social media. When you know something, and then all of a sudden you perfectly fine the way you are, but then you listen to somebody say something on social media, and then you got to rethink what you just did. Or what you're thinking about doing,
right?
You know, and it gets in people. It gets in people's way. It deters you from doing what it is you're supposed to do.
And in that hindrance, people like that.
Yeah.
You know how many people are praying on your downfall daily?
Oh, yeah.
Good night, man.
Yeah.
It's not. It ain't even rocket science. It's hell. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can see that. Some people are just don't want to see you successful.
Yeah.
And it just may be somebody that's close to you. Yeah. You know, mad because you have all of these bright ideas. See, I've learned something about a friend of mine. He was truly a friend, but turned out not to be a friend. But I truly understood that this brother truly had no drive. He was scared to do anything.
Yeah.
He had literally had $1 million ideas, but only put 5-cent effort in making them happen. So when he would see me doing stuff, I'm fearless, bro. I ain't no gangster, but don't push me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no killer. Yeah. Don't push me, but at the same time I'm fearless, bro. I really don't fear no man walking this earth. Only thing I fear is not pleasing God, bro. That is one of the things. That is my Achilles heel, dog. At the end of the day, even when I know I've done something wrong, because my salvation is important to me, I just don't feel right.
Yeah.
Like you think about a person that has no reverence for the Lord. Think about a robber about to rob a convenience store.
Right.
And he has no reverence for who God is. You know what he's gonna do before he steals something in that store? He gonna look left. He gonna look right. He gonna look in the front to see if the clerk looking at him.
Right.
He ain't gonna never look up, bro.
Yeah, never look up.
He don't have a reverence for God, so he worried about the people inside catching him.
Yeah.
Then God said it. But I don't work like that, bro.
Yeah.
I be so tight, hurt a little bit sometimes if I know I did something not pleasing to God. I can't sleep right. My soul don't rest right, bro. If I know me repenting, I'm gonna ask God to forgive me, man, because I want more life on this earth. I want to be blessed.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, bro he didn't put no effort into nothing. And I'm just like, you have all of these ideas, sir, and you don't. But then when you see me do something, how you make that happen? I'm fearless. I'm fearless. Even if I lose,
Right.
I'm gonna make the attempt. I could live with failing and it not cracking
Right.
versus me not doing it at all,
Not doing
bro.
it at all. Right. Not doing it at all.
So now that I'm realizing where I'm at right now, stuck mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I'm a mess right now, bro. I'm not afraid to say that in front of these people. I'm a mess.
Yep.
I'm fucked up. Just call a spade a spade.
Right.
I'm jacked up. Now what do I need to do? I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you. I took it to God, bro.
Yeah.
I took
Yeah.
it to God because I want to go higher. I need to go higher. Not for just the sake of me, but for the sake of pleasing God, because I know better. I know better. And I know God expects more of me than to be in these spaces entertaining foolishness, giving up my energy and my time, wasting time, but still constantly asking God for something.
Right. Right.
Brother, you gotta be a clown. You gotta be ashamed. I ought to be ashamed of. I am.
Yeah.
I ought to be ashamed of myself to get on my knees and ask God for something, knowing that I'm entertaining foolishness.
Yeah.
And I
that's
am. And I'm at
that's
that point.
That's
It's
everybody's Achilles heel. You know, we get to moving on the path, and then we listen instead of listening to God and hearing the message from God. We paying attention to what everybody else saying. I say all the time, you know, the world would be so much better if we really listened and paid attention to what God has said and is saying.
right.
But because we listen to everybody, which is something that God said, don't do. don't.
You're making them your God at that
You're
point.
making the person your God. Don't listen to man. Don't follow man. Don't do as man does. Do as I say, not as man says.
Right.
You know, and we go through our daily life, especially now.
No,
Especially
yeah.
now going on
With
social media.
social media?
And I saw something on social media, and I saw on social media somebody said this on social media. You know, and it's over and over and over
It's
and
a
over.
domino effect.
Yes, it's a domino effect.
It's shared a million times.
So
It's retweeted.
Retweeted.
God.
Yeah. And every time, like I see people make posts about what somebody else said, and this was so foul. I don't know why this person did it.
Why
But
did you post
helping
it?
Why you reposted it?
Yeah, you
helping
gave
it.
that energy and light by reposting.
Yeah. Same thing.
Right.
Same thing. So that light is off. That light is off. We
Yeah, I'm out of there, bro.
Yeah, we
After
got-
tonight, I'm
yeah.
I'm closing shop, man. I'm not gonna come on Facebook and be like, hey, I'm leaving, because you know people do that. They don't leave until they see how many people are saying, well, where you going? Hope you're okay.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
pray for you.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not doing that. I'm just you'll know I ain't on there just by me not posting. I mean, I don't have a Facebook app on my phone. You know how I go into Facebook? Through my Siri. Through my Siri. I don't have the app on my phone, bro.
Right.
If I want to go on Facebook, I go through Siri.
Yeah.
And Siri has it attached to both the Barbershop Talk and my regular page.
Right.
But I don't have the app on my phone. I'm on there, but most of the time, if you ever see posts I make, they come from Instagram.
Right.
But I really need to focus on my art page.
Right.
I really need to start figuring out ways of pushing that stuff. And so that's my focus now, man. My focus isn't on the hatred and the illmatic words of Renee Bradley and all of that nonsense, because that shit gonna die slow. You gonna get exposed. You can wear all the makeup you want, but somebody gonna see your face for who you really are in the end.
Yeah.
So that's not, and at that point, it's not up to me no more. You're gonna get exposed for who you truly are. And I'm gonna say this real quick on that, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Any of my principal friends, they talking about they going to talk to little girls at the school. Look, any of my principal friends, if y'all get any kind of notification from the queens of conversation talking about they coming to talk to y'all daughters, I suggest you go look on her page first. Because if my goddaughter and my nieces don't need nobody like that talking to them about anything. She can't help them with nothing.
Nothing. We want to give take a moment and give a shout out to Lockwood Distillery. Lockwood Distillery.
This is some yes.
Yeah, we sip. If you're a vodka drinker, Lockwood Distillery, you can find it at any liquor store, Total Wine, and all the liquor stores around. You can find it. They have an hibiscus vodka.
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. And it's great. That's what
Yeah,
we're both
yeah.
sipping on tonight.
Man, it's almost Saturday, so.
Yeah, and they also have a pineapple rum that's great, a great mixer.
That's pretty good.
For you whiskey drinkers, they have a rye, whiskey rye, and they have a single barrel as well. Check out Lockwood Distillery in your liquor stores. And I'm the barber.
I'm the artist, and we love y'all.
We love y'all.
And we out.
And we out. Thanks for watching.
Is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, the shop.
This is the barbershop.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we can't talk street in the barbershop. Then where can we talk street? We can't talk street nowhere else. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Now, is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, the shop.
That ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop. Healthy conversation. Healthy conversation. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That ain't nobody exempt. That ain't nobody exempt. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Healthy conversation. Man, I love this.